What's up, guys? Hazyams here, and today, wherever you're at in the world, we are going to be getting into Diablo 4, specifically Season 4. I'm going to run through the patch notes, or Season 4 notes, I guess, rather, and kind of see what it's about, give you my thoughts and opinions, see if I think it's going to bring back players and retain players. I haven't done a whole lot of research before this video. So let's just kind of get right into it and see what Season 4 is about. I know a little bit of what they're doing, obviously, with the itemization fixes and things like that. So Season 4, Loot Reborn. Title's okay, or the title of the season's okay. That honestly, I don't really care about the title. It can be called whatever. Some people are like, Season 4, Loot Reborn, like making a big deal. I don't know. The title's fine. I don't care about it, as long as the gameplay is better, right? So the big thing is the new itemization, reforged, masterworking, and tempering. So from the little bit that I read before I started here, I haven't gone through this whole thing because it is a lot. So we might be here a while, but please, feel free to skip around. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Much appreciated, much love. But without further ado, so masterworking, tempering. From what I know, it is something to do with the crafting. So we go down here. They've reduced the number of affixes on items down to 3 on legendary items, 2 on rare items. I 100% think that they needed to do that. The way it currently is, there's just too many affixes and too many weird, the way they word stuff like plus 10% damage on non-injured elites. Yeah, I mean, you can understand that, right? But they're doing more. You'll see affixes such as base increases your movement speed, max life, or single ranks of a core skill. So dropped items are now simpler to evaluate, which is huge. I hated finding a bunch of items and sitting in my inventory for 30 minutes trying to figure out what items I needed to run because of the affixes it rolled and not understanding them, I guess, entirely. There was just too many affixes. I think personally they just kind of muddied down the weapon to where things got I wouldn't say, I mean, at times kind of confusing, but at other times it'd be like, well, I needed to roll this, this, and this, and this, and this for it to be better than my current item. And it would be so hard to find upgrades sometimes. So we'll take a look here. So this is kind of the new way you'll see things. So it just has 3 FXs. This one looks like it might have been upgraded or something. I'm not sure what that mark is. Maybe that's part of the masterworking or forged. Our tempering is called tempering or masterworking applied. So here is after tempering, and so it looks like he increased his damage and he added summoning damage and bone spear projectiles to cast twice. So that's kind of cool. I can build like your own item to cater to your playstyle. I think that's really a good addition. So the making items more individually impactful will significantly decrease the number of items that drop when slaying monsters. The goal here is to spend more time obliterating and less time sorting through the many items that drop. I do agree with that. It always sucked, like I said a few seconds ago, you always had to go through the bulk items. Sometimes it didn't take that long, but some other times it did take that long if you were trying to find a side grade or an upgrade or what have you, or an item that might help you in a certain situation. There's just too much bulk loot. So fewer items drop overall, so hopefully with that, hopefully the items you do find, since it's going to be less items, are impactful and they are upgrades. We will see how it plays out. So let's see. Crafting a position of magic. Forgotten souls can now be earned from whisper bounties and are rare drop from all elites. That's awesome. That's cool. It's just going to increase how quickly you can craft different things at the forge. Wow, that was a struggle bus. The gold cost to reroll items when enchanting now has a maximum, and we've cut down on the materials needed to perform all activities when the bags. That's nice, because sometimes you would sit there and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll, and you would never get what you needed, right? Then it'd be like a million bazillion gold and a bazillion materials and shit, right? Next thing here. So sacred items or higher only drop in world tier 3, and only ancestral items will appear in world tier 400% think they needed to add that a long time ago. It was so annoying finding an an item that could be an upgrade or was an upgrade and it rolled sacred, or you had a unique drop and it rolled sacred instead of ancestral when it could have rolled ancestral. That was annoying. I'm glad it's being fixed. That'll be a nice addition to the game. Legendary items dropped from enemies over level 95 will always have a value of 925 item power. Hasn't it been that way since last season? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Keep an eye out for uniques. Some have a chance to appear starting in World Tier 1 and 2. Uber uniques can start appearing as once you're killing monsters are level 55 at max item power level. So you have to be level 55 at max item power level. Okay, I don't know if I quite understand that, but Codex of Power, I read over this one before I started this video, and this is a huge upgrade. This should have been the way it was since the beginning, honestly. So now, extracting aspects from legendary items now stores them in your Codex of Power. Thank you, finally. I hated just having my inventory full of all these Codex of Powers and just sorting through them. I would keep so many of them just chilling. It should have been this way since the beginning. Me and my buddy talked about this. Every season we would talk about this. And be like, why don't they just put it in the book? Thank you, finally. The Codex of Power displays all available aspects so you can spend more time seeking the highest aspect rolls possible. Once the aspect with the maximum potential value is extracted, a specific border indicates the aspect has been completed. That is fucking nice, man. Aspects can now be favorited within the Codex Power. Okay, that's cool. Quality of life. Sharpen your steel and make it sting. Tempering. As you find and learn tempering manuals, blacksmiths across Sanctuary will be able to use these manuals of craftsmanship to shape the qualities of your equipment. Tempering allows you to add potent affixes to your item. It almost kind of... I haven't played with it, obviously, yet. It kind of reminds me of Last Epoch's system where you can... Well, not really. That's different. It's kind of like what it was before, but you can add the affixes you want. Yeah. Definitely a good change for sure. Crafting manuals can be found as a regular item throughout the game. Once learned, they can be used as many times as desired. Good. Like the new Codex of Power changes. Each crafting manual contains a small number of affixes and typically correspond to 6 different categories: weapons, offensive, defensive, mobility, utility, and resources. Simply head to blacksmith to temper your item. Add one of the available affixes, greatly reducing the time it takes to ensure your weapon has... Yes, dude. That's so gonna be nice, man. Because that really helps you when you find an item that rolls good, but it has 2 or 3 things that you would like to reroll, or 2 or 3 things you want to add, right? So now you can do that without wasting an item, essentially. The tempering durability indicates how many times you can temper an item. Dude, this is straight from Last Epoch, I feel like. Yeah, guys. Dev team. You should have fucking had this from the beginning. I have 2 F words now in my video. I'm not even gonna get any views because YouTube hates profanity, but they'll let the other stuff on there anyways. So it has a durability. Okay, is that showing the weapon somewhere? Cessation 7 rank 1 rank 2. Not that I can see in that picture. Using the rarest of materials found within the deepest mines and caverns, improve your weapons to the absolute pinnacle of their potential. Okay. Masterworking is an in-game crafting system. Using materials earned from the pit of artificers to upgrade your weapons. Okay. Dang. So that is cool. So you can... Each 4th tier you masterwork your item, it gets a massive upgrade. And the first, if it's first time the affix gets the bonus, it turns blue. If it hits on that same affix again, it changes to yellow. And if it hits again, it turns to orange, which I think would be pretty rare, but you never know. If you hit the max level master ranking on a given weapon and you're unsatisfied with the improvements on your weapon, you can reset and begin the press again. That is nice. So you can't. So you shouldn't really be able to brick an item. So that's kind of nice. Greater affixes appearing only on ancestral, legendary, unique items. Greater affixes are 1.5 times more powerful versions of normal affixes. Items with greater affixes drop with a distinct audio cue, alerting you to their presence and have a unique icon both in the world and within your inventory. That's interesting. You cannot enchant affix into greater affix, so there still is the RNG of fighting a greater affix. Huh. And you can't turn a normal affix into a greater. So to still be like top tier, like damage or whatever, you're still gonna have to have some RNG in your favor, right, to find those greater affixes items. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I was super excited about being able to kind of like craft your own weapons and modify your own weapons to make them suitable and usable for you. And, you know, get that masterworking maxed out to have a great weapon. And I guess you still will, but if you happen to find a drop that has a greater affix that you really want, or really improves your build, then I guess you could. So I think it'll be okay. I hope it just doesn't come down to farming items that roll greater affix at greater affixes. I guess we'll see. Gems are simpler, streamlined, and more effective across your character's journey. Crew gems have been removed and crafting levels have been shifted back. Normal gems are available at 51, flawless at 71, and royal at 91. Diamonds have had their all resistance values increased. Topaz now provide increases to intelligence, and sapphire increases to willpower. Amethyst increases to strength, and emeralds now provide bonus dexterity. That's cool. I like the gem rework. Helltide Reborn. Threat levels and becoming a Hellmarked. Okay, I think I do know a little bit about this system. Someone was explaining the Helltides, the way they're going to work now is kind of like Grand Theft Auto stars. You'll have a bar or a star or something, and then once you start killing enemies, it'll go up a star, kill some more enemies, another star, and your threat level keeps going up. And the higher your threat, the bigger rewards you can get. Threat is earned based on difficulty of the monsters you slay and how often you're opening tortured gifts within Helltide. There are 3 threat levels in total, with each level increasing the danger and frequency of ambushes. Once you hit level 3, you will become Hellmarked. When you've been Hellmarked, you'll be besieged by a frenzy of densely packed monsters. If you make it out alive, a Hellborn will come for you. One of Sanctuary's most formidable fallen warriors, now an immensely powerful agent of hell. That's kind of different and cool. I like that. The Hellborn can embody one of the classes in Diablo 4. Your threat level resets once the Hellborn ambush has been activated, or if you succumb to the overwhelming forces of hell and perish. So, does becoming Hellmarked not increase your rewards? I thought it did. Maybe it just increases the amount of monsters you can fight. And then obviously you get to the point where you fight, like, the last dude or whatever. Unholy Blasphemy, a cursed ritual. At a scene of shocking gore, a cursed ritual is the ultimate testament to the... Okay, what is this? What do we do? Baneful hearts can be earned by opening tortured gifts through a Helltide and by defeating Hellborn enemies. Deposit 3 baneful hearts to begin the ritual, which will commence with a swarm of demonic enemies. The ambush will end with the arrival of the formidable Blood Maiden, an immensely powerful demon who offers great reward upon her death. Contributing any baneful hearts to initiate the Stark ritual will grant you increased rewards as a contribution bonus. That's kind of cool. And that really comes to the thing that I've been saying in a lot of my Diablo 4 videos and reviews and thoughts on the seasons, is give players a ton of stuff to do. Because, especially in action RPGs, at least myself, I don't like everything that you are going to allow us to do. Like, I'm not a huge PvP person in Diablo, in any Diablo really. You know, so there's things that people don't care to do or like to do less. So the more stuff you have available for them to do, the more things you have for them to complete, the better, because then this person can be like, well, I like doing these rituals. They're kind of fun. They're new, right? I mean, they're new, I think, kind of. We've had seen things similar in seasons and whatnot, but you know, something new. Give us new things to check out. Like, yeah, it's something else you can do while you're in the Helltide, which maximizes your potential to get good loot, good rewards, because there's more chances for that to happen. And I was never a huge fan of Helltides, really, but I think this rework is really going to help Helltides. And it's going to want me, at least, to go in there and do them and check them out, because I feel like it's going to be a good time. Going to get some good rewards and hopefully some stories along the way with some buddies, you know. Helltide and World Tier 1 and 2. Oh, that's right. So in Helltides, wow, I can't even talk anymore. So you can go to Helltides now in World Tier 1 and 2. So that's kind of cool. Helltide is now available in World 1 and 2. Obviously, the monster density will be suited to the world tiers. No roaming bosses will be present. Additional hellish changes for the wanderer that wants to push the limits of the Helltide. An exceptionally valuable new elixir called Profane Mind Cage is available to up the ante. Consuming one increases the level of Helltide monster by 10 and boosts cinder drop rates. That is nice, dude. So boost the monsters by 10, which is good, right? You get more experience, should get better rewards. And it also boosts the cinder drop rate, which is huge. Love that. These are a guaranteed drop after killing Hellborn. You will see diminishing returns on boosted monster levels closer to level cap. I mean, obviously. Keep progressing in world tiers to retain the same benefit from this potent elixir. The Profane Mind will only last until the end of Season 4 of the run. Oh, duh. So that's a season thing. And it says it's only going to last until the end of Season 4. So that makes it seem like it's not going to be in the internal realm, maybe? Fresh demonic events have been added. New encounters with the fabled Iron Wolves. Stay vigilant for these encounters of demonic treachery. Cool, so there'll be a storyline with Iron Wolves. Some new encounters. Their greatest challenge, the Pit of Artificers. Guys, this video is getting kind of long, and we still got a little bit to go here. Kind of a lot of bit. I'm going to try to skim through some of this, but some of these things are pretty cool they're doing. And I'm a huge fan of Diablo. I want to see the game succeed. I want to see it do good. I want to see it bring players back. I don't know if this is going to be enough to do it, but we will see. Okay, rumors. Strange varieties of ore deep within the network. Okay. Entering World Tier 4, you'll receive a priority quest to complete a Tier 46 Nightmare Dungeon. Upon completion, you'll begin to collect rune shards by playing through different in-game activities. Okay, you can do it with Helltides, World Bosses, Legion events, Nightmare Dungeons, and Whisper Bounties. Okay. Collect rune shards to activate the Obelisk in Surgar, allowing you to descend into the beckoning depths of the pit. Your task is to slay enough monsters before your 10-minute timeline runs out to summon a final boss each player. Death removes time from the clock. First death removes 30 seconds, second death 60 seconds, third subsequent deaths will remove 90 seconds. After enough monsters are slain, a portal materializes, transporting you to the boss's arena. Slay the boss before timer expires to earn coveted masterworking materials. Okay, so it looks like masterworking materials come from the new Season 4 event, I guess you'd say. The pit can be entered in groups of up to 4, with the player who spends the rune shards to open the pit earning the lion's share of materials. Only the player who opened the pit has the chance to receive tantalizing Stygian stones. For summoning tormented echoes, level 200 variants of the summonable bosses found in Diablo 4. The further you descend into the levels of the pit, the more frequent these stones will appear. I think it's interesting they call it the pit. Every time I hear the pit in any Diablo game, I just think of the pit, right, in Diablo 2, like famous for going in there with barbs and farming, and other characters as well. But and Daryl joins the fray in Tormented Echoes. The main anguish has returned in all her tormented glory. She joins the boss ladder at the same tier as her brother Daryl. That's gonna be a fun fight. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, cool. Tormented Echoes. All summonable bosses are now available at level 200 as Tormented Echoes. Summonable with their regular summon materials alongside stones, which can be found deep within the pit. These bosses cost more to summon, but drop far more rewards. To summon a Tormented Echo, simply go to their typical summoning location to select the Tormented Echo variant. Note that to summon the Beast in Ice, you'll need to craft a different Nightmare Dungeon sigil. Okay. Fight with Iron Wolves. I think the Iron Wolves is going to be the storyline for this season. Are you going to work with them and do something? See what the hell's going on, right? So I'm not going to I'm going to kind of skip over that. Earn rewards with the seasonal journey battle pass. Going to skip over that. I'm not going to promote the microtransactions. Get the hell out of here. Nobody cares. Acquire fabled threads from... Oh my gosh. Don't care about the shop. And that is it, guys. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the notes sound a lot promising than when I read through Season 3. They're doing a lot of changes on here. I expect that it is going to bring back quite a few players. And hopefully they can retain them. But the way they're going to retain them is making sure that this patch, our season, is polished and ready to go. If it releases and there's a bunch of bugs, a bunch of glitches, a bunch of stuff with like the master working and tempering, other issues that are unknown, then the players are gonna drop off again. Because you've had, in my mind, you've had 2 flopped seasons, and season 2 was pretty good. It was better than 1 and 3, I tell you that. So hopefully they can retain some players. I think it's going to be a lot better just from reading through this, but we'll kind of see. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you going to give Diablo 4 another shot? Are you going to play Season 4? What class do you think you're going to play? Are you kind of gave up on Diablo 4? Let me know. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending your time with me. I know this video is a little longer than usual. Have a good day or night wherever you're at in the world. Please like and sub. It would mean the world to me. Much love, and we will see you on the next one.